I get more and more people telling me, Zach, we want to find an acre of land. And I'm like, awesome. And we want it to be a new construction home. I'm like, great. And they're like, when I'm like, well, what's the budget? And they're like, well, what should we expect? And they're like, can we do that for $400,000? And I'm like, absolutely not. And realistically, if you're wanting 1 acre in new construction, you're probably going to be somewhere in the high 500 to 900 plus range. So I started looking and I was like, let me see what I can find. And so I challenged myself and I said, hey, I want to find 1 acre new construction under $1 million all in, and let's see what we can do. And here's what I did. I found 6 communities I went kind of all around the concentric DFW, and I want to show those to you today and talk you through like, hey, if you're looking in DFW and you want some space and you want to get away from your neighbors a little bit, here's where to look, and here's kind of the builders that I think might be the best play in this space. We haven't met before. My name is Zach. My team and I exclusively sell new construction real estate here in DFW. So whether you're ready to get out on some land and do something like this, or you want to be in a master plan community, I don't care. We are here to help, and our contact information is in every video. So if you have questions or you need representation, please feel free to reach out. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to start with the map. And then we're going to work our way around. And like I said, I've got 6 communities. I'm going to show you where they're at, what to look for, and the builders that are building in these areas. So let's see if we can do, if I push, let's go here. All right, got our map up for DFW. Now, the first community we're going to start with, we're going to kind of start, I'm calling this, I'm going to say north, but it's kind of really northeast, because we could go up north. You could probably find some things up in the kind of the Van Alstyne area. I did look there and it was kind of hard to eliminate, but I eliminated it. So the first one we're going to start with is actually kind of over here. So again, whole of DFW, let's go east and let's come south of 380. So 380 runs all the way across up into Prosper, and you know, it's kind of where it used to be the top end of the Metroplex. Now we've got tons of growth above that. So 380, and then we're going to come south down here, and we're going to come into Nevada. And this is the area. The first one I want to show you is Providence Point by Stone Hollow Homes. So Stone Hollow used to be a part, like they had some people that worked for Bloomfield, went off, started their own company, and now we have Stone Hollow Homes, and they are doing 1 acre lots in Providence Point. This is in Nevada. So we can kind of get a feel for what they've got going on out here. The really cool thing about this particular neighborhood is you're going to have no MUD, no PID, no HOA, and a 1.48 tax rate. Now, this is going to be a little bit further outside of Dallas. This is, I just want to be honest with you, this is not a 20-minute drive into Dallas. This is more like a 45 to 50 minute on a good day, depending on where you're going, right? But maximum amount of space in a neighborhood that will get you, if you want to build a building or you want to do a pool or a guest house, whatever, you have the space and the ability to do that. Pricing wise, I mean, you can kind of see they're going to start with their smallest floor plan. Now, and this, I would say this probably doesn't make sense for this neighborhood at 1,600 square feet. And then you can kind of get up, you know, into the 650s. This one right here, I want to show you. So this is a Newport. If you wanted to build this home, this is one of the very few homes I've seen that has a 5-car garage. Is it Newport? Did I click the wrong one? I clicked the wrong one. I'm so sorry, guys. Let me click back. Not Newport. It's, let me find it because I should be better than that. Okay. Yes, I had it right. I just didn't click on it. So this is as a Newport, you can get a 5-car garage. So 4,000 square feet, 2-story with a 5-car garage. I would love to have that right there, right? So we've got that option, and they do have a couple of inventory homes available. They've got a 3-bed, 3.5 bath at $650, a 4-bed, 3-bath at $669. This house is actually on 2 acres. So if you're wanting a little bit more space, it's on like 1.89, so almost 2 acres. And then they've got this one here that is a corner lot with a horseshoe driveway. So I've been out in this neighborhood. We've toured it. We actually have videos of the model on our YouTube page. We can link that one for you. So this is hey, we want a lot of space. Again, no MUD, no PID, no HOA, and a 1.48 tax rate. And we're looking kind of on the northeastern side of Metroplex. So that was community number 1. Community number 2, let's go back to our map. We're gonna just kind of continue on our journey, and we're gonna come back down here. We're gonna cross through Rockwall because I know a lot of people want to be in Rockwall. And I just want to tell you, there are some 1 acre home site style neighborhoods in Rockwall, but they are over $1 million. So you've got Ridge Point with Toll Brothers and Windsor. You've got estates at Bristol Valley, which is like $1.2 million. You've got the Bristol Valley side, which is like $1 million with Perry. I don't want to show you that. I'm trying to stay under $1 million as best I can, but I do want to come kind of down here to right in the south to the McClendon Chisholm area, which is still kind of part of Rockwall County, Rockwall schools. And we're going to Heritage at McClendon Chisholm. So this is got 2 builders in there. I will show them to you in just a second. It is Altura and it is Kindred, and they are almost done. So if you're looking you're seeing this video soon after we publish it, this would be maybe something to take a look at because they're probably on closeout. So tax rate here is 1.37. And I will tell you guys, on the tax rates, sometimes if we miss them, so we just got to double check them. This is why we got to go in and make sure we chat with the builders and get all the full picture. But I've got in my notes at 1.37 on the tax rate there for this neighborhood. So let's go take a look. Let's see, we've got Heritage. So Kindred's got a couple of homes here. So check this out. We've got a 724, so 3,000 square feet, 4-bed, 3-bath. Again, to get into Rockwall County and Rockwall schools on an acre, this would be a really, really good deal. $750. They sold one, looks like it's $799. Let's just let's just check this one out. And then check it out. You can kind of see it. They're advertising $20K in closing cost assistance. Part of the reason why we love looking at builders, because they really do a lot to incentivize you guys. So let's just see what we've got here with Kindred. So 1, 2, 4 bedrooms. You do get a media room and a study, 3-car garage. So nothing too crazy, but large spaces, 3,000 square feet. So there's Kindred in Heritage, and then Altura. So this kind of gives you the same neighborhood, gives you kind of a little bit better feel of what's there. So it looks like they are almost done. They've sold a lot of these homes. These look like these are probably some of the Kindred homes. But if we go and look at what Altura has, they show that they have 1 available. So this house, 5-bed, 4.5 bath, 2,869 square feet on 1 floor. Another solid option. So 3-car garage. Okay, I'm just curious because I never know. Like, some people like this 3-car pattern. Some people would rather have the 3-car, tandem, or like the 3-car traditional. This to me is great if you're going to have a golf cart or something, but I don't like this space is kind of hard. And like the door, I don't know, it's just me, my opinion. So we do get this like children's retreat. So secondary game space separating from your bedrooms. That's kind of cool. Owner's bedroom over on this side, and then study. So this could kind of function as a game room. And they had this one, what was this one? 684, 904. Let's just do the math on this. And this, I'm going to show you, I built you guys this mortgage calculator in Lovable. It's a vibe code thing. And I was trying to figure out the best way to get a calculator that does all of these stuff for new construction. So what did we say that one was at? We said that one was 684. Let's just do the math. So 684. And if you need this calculator, it is in the link in the description. So you can download it, get you hooked up. And again, just if it may give you some, we're working on it, trying to build it out the best we can. So if you get some wrong numbers, just let me know, but trying to get us to a good spot. So 684, let's say we're gonna do 5% down on that house. Our interest rate market wise is 6.5%. And we said the tax rate for that neighborhood was let's call it 1.3, keep going, 1.35. So I got it in fifth, so we'll go to 1.4. A homeowner's insurance, let's say it's gonna be about $1,900 a year, depending on who you go with. No HOA. So cash to close, we're looking at about $53,000 for our down payment. Closing costs, if we didn't use their money, which we know the builder's gonna give us money to do that. Estimated monthly payment on average, again, just an estimate, we're looking at about $5,300. But the builder says, hey, you know what? We're giving you money toward your closing costs. Let's take our interest rate from 6.5. Let's see if we can get it down to a 4 let's just keep going, 4.875. We took our monthly payment down to an estimated $4,600 with our principal and interest there. So that could be your option in the Rockwall area. So we started Providence Point with Stone Hollow, came down, worked our way to the Heritage community in McLean and Chisholm, so Altura and Kindred, and that one is on closeout, so that one may be gone when you see this video. The next one I want to show you, I just have to be honest with you, I don't have pricing on it yet, and I've been waiting and watching this neighborhood. I actually drove into the neighborhood the other day to try and see if they had a model up, because I want to be able to show you guys this. This is going to be the one that's the closest proximity into Dallas proper, and so I'm really, really excited about it. It is a top rated school district, and it is Acre community, so I drove it. They have all the lots ready, but they haven't even started a model home, so we don't have pricing. So I'm going to show you this, and I'm going to be guessing on price based on what I know about some of the other homes in the area, and if I'm wrong, I reserve the right to be wrong, and we'll update it later. So I'm going to show you this next one, number 3 on our map. We're going to leave from Rockwall, we're going to come back up 30, and we're going to come across the lake, and we're going to come into the little town, not city, because they get mad when you call it a city. It is the town of Sunnyvale. And specifically, we're going to look at Homestead Estates with Chesmar. And Chesmar is they're really big down in the Houston market. They've expanded here in DFW, and every time we sell with them, we have a great positive experience. So I drove this neighborhood. I'm ready. I'm waiting to see what they've got. And I went to the website and they have nothing here yet. I looked at it. It's probably about 25 to 30 lots, and they're all 1 acre in Sunnyvale. So I'm guessing, my educated guess is this one is probably going to start in the probably 600, 700, 800 range, right? And tax rate, I don't know for sure yet, but with it being Dallas County, it is going to probably have a little bit of a lower tax rate. So this could be a really, really good one. So I would say keep an eye on this one. If you have questions about this one, email me. Just send me an email that says, Zach, I'm interested in Homestead. I'll add you to my list. And as soon as I get their information, I will get it to you. And of course, we will be back out there to show them the model home and all the things that go into it. And I can't wait. So I'm guessing on that one, but closest proximity to Dallas is going to be Homestead Estates in Sunnyvale. Now let's get on our map, back to the map, and let's come out of the Metroplex. Again, if you're not from DFW, I just need you to know nothing in here. You're not finding acreage anywhere. This was all already built. So we got to come, we're going to get on the highway and we're going to come down 67 and we're going to come down to the 287 corridor. So this space right through here. So Midlothian, Waxahachie. I've got a couple of options for you down here because, to be honest, this is one of those places that not a lot of people talk about. And so the value for your money is really good in what you can get, right? So I'm going to show you a couple of neighborhoods down there to take a look at. And so the first one is going to be Oak Creek Ranch. And so that is actually a Midlothian address, but it is Waxahachie schools. And in that neighborhood, you have Sandland, you have Kindred, and you have Lillian. So let's just take a look at these, like what Sandland's got on their website. So another really solid semi-custom builder. A couple options. So we've got a 3,000 square feet on one floor at $719. This one has actually dropped, what is that, $30,000. So there's a quick move in. We have a 3,500 square foot home at $724. We're actually going to come back and I want to click on this one. But look at this one. This one's got this like full, looks like a full wraparound porch. Let's see. Can we see the floor plan? Yeah. So like this, it wraps the front. That is going to be pretty. And then it opens up big window here. So 3-car garage, 1, 2, 3 bedrooms, right? Study, dining. So you don't have any sort of game room space, but you have a large living room. I just love this one for this porch. But the one that caught my attention, honestly, when I was looking at their website, look at that, super pretty. Sandland builds a great home. Was actually this one, this 3,500 square foot one, because it's got a media room, a traditional 3-car garage, study, dining, and a game room, plus 1, 2, 3, or game room or 4th bedroom, depending on how you wanted to use it. So it looks like it's set up to be 13 by 14, so a rather large room, could be used as a bedroom because it has the closet. So quick move in options down there, and they do have the ability to build. So this is a rather new community. So we got to get down there. I was doing my research and I was like, oh, Oak Creek, it's on the map, it's on the agenda to get down there. Floor plan wise, you can kind of see we go all the way up to a base plan. What is this? 3,400, 31, 34. Okay. Lots of options with Sandland. They've got a few things on the ground. Kindred just started selling their stuff down there as well. So available plans, again, we don't even have pricing. So this is one of those ones that if you're looking for a great opportunity to start with, the Oak Creek Ranch would be a great place to start. I will say tax rate from everything I can find is probably going to be somewhere in that 2.0 to 2.4%, which is higher than what we see on the eastern communities, but that's kind of par for the course for what we see down south in a lot of these neighborhoods. Just do the math on the monthly payment and see what it does to where where you want to be pricing wise. But if you're working kind of on the southern part of the Metroplex, or you're looking for a little bit more space and a place where there's great shopping, great opportunities, and still kind of that small town feel, Midlothian Waxahachie area would be really, really cool to be in. Let's see, do they have anything available plans? Nothing yet for Kindred. And then Lillian is the third one that I could find in that neighborhood. And we've got no inventory, but we've got pricing kind of on things that start. Let's just see. So we got 3,000, 31. They've got look at this, a 4,400 square foot house. So this has got to be a 2-story, starting 729. So all in, I'm guessing, depending on what you do, probably in the 800 range. So still under our million. Let's look at this floor plan. So starting 6. Personally, I just love a big 1-story floor plan. The more I can get on one floor, the more excited I am. Again, nothing against a 2-story plan, just really love a big 1-story. So that gives us, oh, did it work? Oak Creek Ranch. Let's see, can we, come on. While I'm stalling and trying to get all of those things to work, it's a great time to tell you, again, if you have questions and you just want to meet one-to-one and answer those questions and talk about the process of getting into a new home here, while I'm waiting on the internet, our contact information is always down in the description below, or you can book a Zoom call directly, send me an email, or you know what, even if you're not at that point, I gave you the mortgage calculator earlier. I just want to tell you, if you're curious, you can check out our website and you can browse exclusively new construction homes, set up the filters as like, hey, I want to be on acreage and I want to just look at these things. And you can do that. And you don't have to look at anything on the resale market. You can look exclusively at new. So did it load? Let's see. Everest. Okay, it did. Check it out. So on this Everest, we've got a game room on the backside, bedroom, 3 bedrooms, flex space, primary. Look at that living room. That is a 21 by 20 living room with a 2-car garage standard. Interesting. I want it to be 3. Maybe they can make it a 3. Let's look at the big one while we are the Carmelita. So spiral staircase, flex space, bedroom, primary bedroom, and then upstairs, 4,400 square feet. We're in on that one. So that is Oak Creek Ranch in Midlothian. Again, Waxahachie ISD schools, new community. So we will be down there here pretty soon, trying to get some things filmed to show you in greater detail. Number 5 community, we're going to stay on the southern part of the Metroplex, and we're going to go to the Tuscan Estates in Waxahachie. So now this one is going to get you into, so this one is Tuscan Estates. This is Waxahachie ISD. This is going to be Elmwood, and this is going to be John Houston. And we had some people recently build with Elmwood, and they had a phenomenal experience. They're one of those builders that if you want to move a wall 3 feet out, they're going to let you do it. You want to reconfigure some things, willing to let you do it. They build a lot kind of down on the south and the west of the Metroplex. I'm begging them to kind of move into the east and north because the product that they build is beautiful, stunning, and it would do super well up here. So this would kind of be an option with them. So we've got Elmwood and we've got J Houston. So in this neighborhood, again, all 1-acre lots. So check this out: 4-bed, 3-bath, 3-car garage, 3,200, 684. Same thing on this one, 3,300, 684. Let's just see. Let's see the details. The Barcelona. Okay. And again, options to build if you wanted to build. So 3-car garage, primary, family. A couple options. You could go upstairs. That is the John Houston plans. On the Elmwood plans, we've got 759. What is this one? 3,000 square feet, 3,200 square feet. Let's just find the biggest one we can. 799 inventory. This style, look at it. It's got that beautiful white, or again, build it, right? So gallery. Can we see the floor plan? Is it in the little pictures? This is the Luke floor plan, but look at it. Turned out really good. Can I just click on it and see the Luke? Okay, there it is. Floor plan. Boom. Elevations. Yeah, tons of options in Tuscan Estate. So this is, again, custom options. You can make some changes. It's very different level. It's going to start in that 500 range and then really start to move its way upwards. Because this one was what, $799, or you've got the, you kind of see the map. We've got a couple sold and a couple inventory. So a couple options if you wanted to build, and then plan wise, base pricing. Yeah. So 518 on a 2,200 square feet would be your least expensive entry point. Jumping all the way 640, 660, 660, 662 if you wanted to go 3,400 square feet. So that would get you into your southern part of the Metroplex. Now, told you I had 6. Let's go. Let's leave the southern part of the Metroplex and let's go out and let's just kind of swing out to the west. A lot of really cool stuff going on in Aledo. Specifically, I want to point you, because if you're looking at acreage and you looked at Aledo and you know the ratings that come with their school district and why people love being out there, you'll find that that's probably one of the top rated school districts to be in on the west side of the Metroplex. And you'll find that pricing gets really expensive really quickly. But I want to bring your attention to Aledo Heights, and specifically 2 builders down there, Kenmark, and then we're going to go back and see Elmwood again. So I want to see, so Kenmark in Aledo Heights. We've got another custom builder here. So this does get you in, again, 1 acre lot, gets you, this is technically right off of the Benbrook Lake area, which is a gorgeous lake area to be in, and puts you in the Aledo ISD school district. So we've got a couple quick move-in options, 760, 798, 819. Again, a little bit on the higher end of what we've kind of been looking at, but look at this house. I'll show you how that is stunning. We need more builders like this building on the east side. So builders, I know y'all are watching my stuff. Build me something like that on the east side, right? Just to see it. So let's look at this one. This one is 854. This is the Dallas floor plan. We've got bedroom, 3-bedroom, study, game room, owner's suite on the backside, and a large master bathroom. So that could be a Kenmark home out there. They have a couple floor plans to build. Listen, you could start at 2,800 square feet, 2,700 square feet. Let's see how big we can get. Can we get 31? Pass it 33, 29. Okay, so you have, let's just take a look at this one. You have options if you wanted to go Kenmark, 888, 900 in Aledo. This one's going to push you right close to that million, depending on the incentives and everything the builder has at the time of doing that. So 3-car garage, owner's suite, all of your bedrooms kind of on the front. Interesting. And then the other builder in that neighborhood would be Elmwood again. So a little bit higher price point for them. Look at this one. We've got 824, 839, 3,000 square feet, 779. And then this one under construction is 3,000 at 829. So a couple site options here. Let's just take a look at the map. So we have it. A couple cul-de-sac options, 1.4 acres. Look at that. So options to build there if you're wanting kind of an elongated timeline as well. So we hit 6 neighborhoods. We started with Providence Point in Nevada. Then we went to Heritage in Rockwall. 2 really great options. The sleeper one for me that I don't know pricing yet on is the Homestead in Sunnyvale with Chesmar. Went down south, hit Oak Ridge, which is another new one. We got to get out there. Tuscany Estates in Waxahachie, and then of course finished out west in Aledo with the Aledo Heights neighborhood. So a couple things I want to give you if you've made it this far. I want to give you some insight as to if you're buying on acreage. Here's some things you probably want to understand and expect, right? So if you're looking at this, you probably need to know, hey, is this city water or is it septic water? Some people get super freaked out about having a septic system And I'll tell you from experience, it's not really that bad. There's some things that you have to know and some nuances to it when you've got the gray water, like aerated sprinkler things going off, and don't send the dogs outside because they'll come in smelling like poop and it's awful. But like, you just have to know, like, ask those questions. Is it septic? Is it city? It's not a deal breaker. If you've never dealt with one, don't let it scare you off, but just know that that's probably a high likelihood. Also, probably a high likelihood in a lot of neighborhoods, if you have gas, they're probably going to you may not have a gas line running to your home. You may have to actually have a buried propane tank, which is not bad. On the pro side, you don't have a monthly gas bill. On the con side, you have to pay the propane company or the natural gas company to come fill that tank, and it can be pricey all at once. But when you do, like, so we had to have ours filled, and it was about $900, which I guess if I paid a gas bill every month, it would come out not bad, but it was a big bill all at once. So just know you gotta kind of factor in those are the two big things to know. The other thing is, a lot of times with the builders, with an acre, that is a lot of space, 43,560 square feet. That's like number one question you get asked on the real estate exam. It's so crazy. But that's a lot of square footage, right? Which means you're probably not getting a full sod, like full grass laid on the entire property. Typically what we see in the acreage style is they start at the road, they come to the house, and then they go 20 to 30 feet off the backside with your full sod and with your full sprinklers. Now, some builders might go a little further, but I just want you to be aware, you're probably not getting full grass. You're gonna have field grass or something back there that you're going to have to figure out how to maintain. And if it rains, it gets really muddy. So just plan for that. The other thing to plan for is you're probably not getting fencing. Most acreage communities, that, at least in my experience that I've seen where we bought or where we've had other clients buy, they're not going to fence it. So you're going to be left to fence it for yourself. Now, some of those communities have guidelines that say, oh, it can only be a wrought iron fence, or it can only be a wood fence, or whatever. Some of them, like the ones with the no HOAs, have, no, you can do whatever you want, but you should probably expect, depending on how much of your yard you fence, anywhere between 15 and 50,000 or more, depending on what you do, 6 foot board on board, 8 foot board on board, cattle fence, whatever, but just plan for that expense. If you're building from the ground up, some of the builders like Elmwood, I think at one time they were letting clients roll the fencing in to the cost of their home, but don't quote me for sure on that. But just know you need to account for that if you want to have your privacy in your backyard. Last thing I just want to be super clear with you on is the commute. Again, you're like that Nevada one. If somebody tells you, oh, it's 20 minutes to Dallas, they're a liar. It's not. You're going to have a little bit more of a commute. Usually when you get into these acreage style communities, you're going to be a little further away from grocery stores, a little further away from restaurants, and it's good and bad, right? You can, from personal experience, we have started eating out a lot less because there's just not a lot around, right? Which is great. So we cook more at home. On the bad side, I don't like to cook at home. So I just want to be honest with you about that. Unless you're getting into the homestead in Sunnyvale, which is right there in the middle, close to everything, you're going to have a little bit further of a commute. But having the acreage and having the space to do kind of what you want, outbuilding or pool or shop or guest house, like it is an incredible experience. And I want to show you that to say, hey, here's what's possible. You don't have to spend $1 million. You're going to spend, somewhere between $600 and $900, just to be realistic. But it is doable here in DFW, kind of all around the map. And of course, we'll finish up. Let's go back and do, again, just kind of want to show you guys this again, because it is in the description. If you need a new construction, like monthly payment mortgage calculator, trying to get you the best guesstimate that I can, we're putting 5% down. We've got a interest rate in the 4s because we use the builder's lender. Property tax rate is on the higher side. So let's say it's that 2.15, 2.2, maybe it's those 2.4s that we were talking about in Midlothian. Let's drop our price just to look at those. So $750. Again, you're in that $5,000 to $7,000 a month range, give or take. And of course, if you decide, hey, we're going to go 10% down or we're going to go 20% down, you've got that there just to kind of calculate and see. And of course, the down payment and the property tax rates are what's going to make the most impact. So if you need this, again, it's down in the description below. I can't wait to get it. I need to show you some of these communities. If you want to check out the Providence Point, like model home in neighborhood, we do have that linked you can actually check that one out from here. Or if you just need to see the map, like we've got kind of the ranking of builders, we're updating it. I've got that video. Go check that out. And we will see you in our next video. So adios.